Alright, y'all, what's going on? What's going on? Alright, so today I'm eating some barbecue. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. Go and subscribe. Even if you aren't new, if you haven't subscribed, definitely go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Okay. Hold on, my list look a little ashy from where I'm sitting. Hold on, y'all. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and subscribe. Even if you aren't new, if you haven't subscribed, definitely go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell so you get notifications the next time we post a video. Leave us some comments down below. Let us know things you like to see us try, things you like to see us cook, interact with us, because we do like to hear from you. I'm going to say grace to get started. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for this food that we're about to receive for nourishment of our bodies and health. In Jesus' name we pray, amen. All right, so I got some barbecued on for the holiday. I have some sweet potatoes, some greens, mac and cheese, chicken, ribs, baked beans, and some corn. And you will get a close-up. The mac and cheese is not homemade. I got Stouffer's because I just didn't feel like making it. Slash mac and cheese is expensive to make. Well, for me, because we put a lot of cheese in ours. It was just a lot. I wanted to be done by a certain, or needed to be done by a certain time, because my dad said he was coming through. Okay, so he didn't do it last summer due to COVID, but maybe it's gonna be a summer thing where he just drives out west. So if you don't know, we live in Ohio, and I love barbecue chicken, like barbecued chicken. It don't have any sauce. It doesn't have any sauce on it. I had got this. You know what? I always forgetting to bring a napkin over here. I got the chicken was seasoned. It was like barbecue, backyard barbecue seasoning or something like that. The meat counter. Cause they didn't have any chicken wings, like fresh ones, like unfrozen ones. Although, on the time it took me, I could have, like took me to barbecue, I probably could have just let them thaw, like put them in some water and let them thaw out. Okay, I was telling you about my dad. The summer before last, so 19, I believe, was that his, I think it was, did he get his car in 19? Maybe he got his car in 19, because I got mine at 18, so I think maybe he got his new car. I think so, in 19. And he had basically traveled across the country. He, just wanted to take a drive. So, he went to, like, visit family in different states and stuff like that, and just was driving, So, he went, stay with different people. I think he knew people in Nevada, maybe Arizona, California. He drove up and down California because we had family that lived near Oakland. And then he was in, was it San Diego, I think? Because he had, like, he actually used to live in San Diego when he was younger, lived with one of his uncles. And I forget why that was a thing. I'll have to ask him again why he, I think him and one of my uncles, moved out there and lived with them for a while. I think that maybe it was a thing of like them helping out my grandmother, which it was 9 of them, maybe. I always get this confused. She either had 9 and adopted 2 or had 10 and adopted 2. I think it's maybe 9. Maybe it was 11 of them all together. Let me count. So Uncle Jamie, Uncle Larry, Uncle David, Uncle Keith, Uncle Dwayne, my dad, Melina, Uncle Lee. I'm forgetting somebody. I don't know, I might be forgetting somebody. She either had 8 and adopted 2 or had 9 and adopted 2. Melina is adopted. I should know this, right? I think maybe it was 8 of them. In any event, it was quite a bit of them, so I think they all like split up at some point in time. I don't know if that was when my grandmother moved to Columbus. Why am I sitting here still trying to guess? I said I was going to ask him because I clearly don't know. I did my thing with these ribs. This time, these was better than the last ones I made. This time, I grilled them. And then, I put them in the oven. And some barbecue sauce. And I just used Sweet Baby Ray's. But I was trying to see if Lauren was going to come up off her barbecue sauce recipe because it's the bomb. Them ribs I'll never make it, or rarely make it past the day that she make them. Like, well, because my brother barbecue them, and then she make the sauce, and that sauce is so fire. That's okay. I'm gonna pay close attention next time. I'll make sure I get over there early so I can see her make it. I know she put oranges in there. That's all I know. Everybody also don't want to tell me stuff now. They don't be want to tell me how to make stuff because they think I want to do a video about it. Which they wouldn't be wrong. However, I wouldn't do a video on her sauce. Everything came out good. Everybody liked it. My sister took the big old plate home. Gavin don't understand, you know what I'm saying? He don't understand the culinary chef he got here, you feel me? The button though. I don't really know if that's a compliment though, because the Bubby will eat anything. Okay, if he see you eat, he don't care what it is. He see you eating it, he gonna eat it. You eating clay, the Bubby wants some. Okay. Mm. Speaking of foods you ain't really supposed to eat, your boy was outside eating rocks the other day. The Bubby is payback. I'm coming to a conclusion just right now. The Bubby is payback because that was payback for me not letting Gavin be a kid. And the Bubby said I'm gonna be one whether you let me or not. What did they say? I was talking to somebody at work and she was like, yeah, you know, I get it now. I really get why the younger kids have so much more freedom and parents put up so much less resistance with the younger ones. It could be tired, okay? We tired. We have been a helicopter parent. With our first kid, maybe even the second. And everybody got time for that. We saw how much work it took, okay, to be stressed and pressed, okay, as a new parent, that we not doing that with these other kids, okay? We not doing that. We know that them kids gonna be fine, okay? I mean, even though I did still freak out when the Bubby ate that dirt, I know he was gonna be fine. Put a little tussin on it, a little breast milk on it, he's gonna be fine. He ate some breast milk. I mean, he had some breast milk. The antibodies built his immune system right on up. Huh? They said, everybody at the barbecue was like, yeah, his immune system is getting real good right now. I wish I would have recorded, but I think I was just freaking out and just in too much shock because he was literally like, as I'm chewing right now, that was him chewing the dirt. And I was just like, dude, are you kidding me? My baked beans, I put black beans in there. I thought I had more than one can of Bush's baked beans, but so that's why I didn't buy any more at the store. But I was lying to myself. I only have one can. I'm glad I had cans at all because I would have been screwed. I probably just wouldn't have had no baked beans, which would have been fine because I was making sweet potatoes. So these sweet potatoes on hit, man. Shout out to BBQ Mukbang because I never. Well, let me lie. Let me stop lying. When I first, probably the first couple times I made sweet potatoes, I boiled them first before I like cut them up. But then I realized that was too much work, and so I don't cut them up no more. I didn't boil them anymore. I just cut them up. Like as hard as them potatoes be, I cut them up. But man, boiling them first was life changing. Truly life changing. Along with everything else that I normally do, but I took that tidbit from her, and if you guys don't know, I'm referring to the fact that we did a One Big Happy collab, and it was the Thanksgiving potluck collab. Or no, it was a past the Christmas plate collab, and I got past her sweet potato recipe. And fun. I wasn't like, you know, I wasn't bougie or nothing like that. Even though I make sweet potatoes, I made them the way that she made them, and I was like, wow. I don't mind marshmallows on my sweet potatoes, so I just don't normally do it, but I don't mind doing it, or I don't mind them on there. I do like the sweetness that it brings. I don't know if y'all could see how I just bit into that so easily. I really did my thing with these ribs. I might do that from now on. Which that explains how, because these how the ribs be when Lauren cook them. She make bro grill them first, and then she put them in the oven with her barbecue sauce on them. And they do be nice and tender, falling off the bone like this. Like sometimes you try to pick them little babies about the pan and they just don't, like the bone just stay there, okay? The only thing, and the reason why I ended up taking them off the grill, I didn't plan on doing that because when I made them ribs the last time I barbecued, I just ended up letting them slow cook. But this time I put them in like a 15-minute marinade, and the marinade was making the fire like jump, you know, flames jump. So it was cooking it way fast, you know, way too quickly or whatever. So I just end up taking them off. And I was like, okay, well, I'm just gonna put them in the oven and cook them the rest of the way. But if I had known, okay, so my dad was coming back from, I realized I ain't finished a couple thoughts. This one, well, not this one, but if I had known my dad wasn't gonna be here till later on, then I'd have took my time and like maybe try to doctor up a barbecue sauce or whatever, but I was just trying to make sure I was done by the time he got here. Because he said the drive was only 7 hours from Alabama to here. But he ended up getting into some traffic, and then he ended up stopping at my cousin's house. So he didn't get to my house until like almost 8 o'clock, and then he just wanted to grab a plate and bounce. Because he was leaving on his road trip the next day. So I think I did. I think I finished my thought about his trip. So that's what he's doing right now. He is driving across the country again. So like I said, he didn't get to do it last year. So he was like, oh, I'm doing it this year. And he retired. He's living his best life. He ain't got nothing else to do. All his kids grown. He don't watch grandkids, so... One year, I'm gonna try to convince him to let Gavin go with him. It's not gonna work, but I'm gonna try anyway. Cause I think that would be fun. That would be fun for Gavin to experience something like that with his grandfather, but I mean, he'd be gone for like a whole month because my dad like making a whole month trip. My dad is a creature of habit, which sometimes I get that from him as well. So this will probably be an every year thing for him now. He likes to drive though. And like I said, he ain't got no job. I'll say that to him. I like saying that to him. He don't care. Because he don't. He retired. So he don't got no job. I'll be like, what you doing? You know you ain't got no job. And he had drove to Alabama with his friend, friend slash ex coworker, because they both used to be, they both retired now. And what I told my dad, I was like, Daddy, I gotta go to work. I gotta go to work tomorrow. And they both were like, what's that? It was so funny this one time. So ever since my dad's retired, he used to say, he didn't like for people to say the word work around him. You know, make him break out of halves because he don't got no job. And so one time my uncle was, they had came to see the bubby when he was first born. And my uncle get to talk about work, and he said the word work, and my dad was like, well, what's that? And he's like, what'd you say? And my uncle was like, work. And my dad was like, what? He was like, what'd you say? And the cycle just kept going, and I felt so bad for my uncle that I told him, like, he keep asking you to repeat that because he don't recognize, or, you know, he refuses not to register the word work because he don't got a job. But if I had not intervened, my uncle would have, I don't even know how long it would have went on. And my dad was like, you should have let him keep doing it. Excuse me. I don't know how long it would have went on. That cycle would have went on forever. Because my uncle was not getting it. And I'm just like, I had to help him out. I'm eating on this foil because I had put it in a baking dish, but then I just, you know, put the foil on there because I just didn't want it. I don't know. I didn't want it to stick to it, you know. But it actually turned out to be a good idea because then I just lifted the whole thing, put it on here. But I could warm everything up in the oven versus like trying to warm stuff up in the microwave. So these greens also the bomb too, and I love that my girl Ree over at Solid 7. Hey Ree girl, I feel like I ain't talked to you in a month of Sundays, girl. I hope everything's going well with the house and everything. I'm sure she's commenting on my videos. Yeah, I'm not behind no comments, man. I was responding to some today. What was I gonna say? She does put vegetables in her greens. And while I don't put the peppers in there, I do like putting onions in there. So I've been doing that. And then I got from her to put, what is it? What is it, better than chicken broth? Or what is that thing? The can of basically like a chicken broth paste or whatever. Why? This is just annoying that I'll just be blanking on stuff. Better than bouillon. That's what it is. Better than bouillon, chicken, you know, paste or whatever. I put a teaspoon of that in there because she uses chicken broth instead of water for her greens. I believe. Pretty sure. But I like putting, but being that the big old stock pot that I put it in, because I'm always making just way too much, you know, it would take a lot of cartons of freaking chicken stock broth to fill that pan up or that pot up. So I just use the better than bouillon because, you know, a lot of that goes, I mean, a little bit of that goes a long way. But I put a big old heaping spoonful in there. I'm about to start now that I'm back at work, okay, because that's how I was watching YouTube a lot too during the day. I would watch like on one of my monitors while I'm doing work and stuff. So when on the days that I go back in the office, I mean, I only go every other week right now, but I'm gonna start, you know, watching my YouTube, which I got to watch Maria's video today, and then Yasmin had went live today before I got busy doing stuff, but at least I got to watch 2 videos today. But yep, I will be at work watching YouTube. These body armor drinks promote hydration, and I think I talked about this in like a video where I like went really in depth about breastfeeding and all that good stuff. But if your supply is low, okay, like one of the troubleshooting things you could do is drink those body armor drinks. They promote hydration, and one of the things that you really need to do to make sure you're, you know, getting the most you can is out of your boobs is to make sure that you're fully hydrated. So drinking a lot of water and stuff like that. But those, like even just one of those really, really helps. So I had noticed that like when I'm pumping, and it probably what really happened was that before I went to Indiana, because I knew I wasn't gonna have the bubby for, you know, longer than I typically don't, I ended up trying to like pump extra or whatever the week before. So I think me pumping extra and then him really not, you know, it happens. Like you got to be consistent, because if your body realizes that you don't really need all that extra milk you was trying to pump, then it'll, you know, take it, you know, your supply diminished. And mine kind of went down. I used to get like 4 ounces every time I pump, and now I'm getting like 3. It's getting back up there. It's almost like 3.5, 4-ish or whatever, but it need to be 4. Okay, need to be 4. So I'm like working on that. That's totally random, and I gotta go because it's at 29 minutes, so it's gonna cut off soon. Anywho, thank you so much for watching this video. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Leave some comments down below. Let us know things you like to see us try, things you like to see us cook. Interact with us because we do like to hear from you. And subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and subscribe and hit that bell so you get notifications the next time we post a video. We'll see you in the next one. Peace out. Listen, this breastfeeding stuff it's a journey. It is a full-time job, okay? And I will just be happy when it's over with. I have a couple months. I'm gonna do it till he's 2, so that's like October, but it's worth it because it's the best thing for him. But I'm telling you, it's a full-time job. All right, I'm out.